This video has been a long time coming because I've wanted to do a deep dive into Le Creuset for ages. Now, hello, welcome back to the channel. My name's George, I'm a reseller, and that basically means I buy things for cheap and I sell them on for a bigger amount. I take the profit and then I reinvest it in my business to buy more things for cheap, and then so and so. And one of the things that I like to do on this channel is not just like car view videos, what sold videos, all that kind of thing. It's a deep dive into certain products, and this video has been a long time coming because I've wanted to do a deep dive into Le Creuset for ages. Now, I actually have a friend who works for them, like in their marketing place, and I was like, ooh, what kind of info can I get? Nothing. They won't break. They won't tell me what's kind of like coming out or anything. Okay, so it's going to be set up into several sections. I'm just going to do a little brief history. I'm going to do popular colours, the shape and sizes, popular shapes and sizes, styles, and certain keywords you can use. And also, because a lot of people buy them in sets, I'm going to do like a set overview as well. And also individual and weird pieces that you might not realise that Le Creuset do, and yet for some reason they sell for stupid money. So definitely an interesting topic. Stick around, and remember, please like and subscribe, and yeah, enjoy. So Le Creuset is a French-Belgian maker of cookware. They're best known for producing enamelled cast iron cookware. The company first manufactured their first products in the town of Fresnoy-le-Grand in France in 1925. Apologies if I've butchered that name. Which are similar to the function to a Dutch oven. The Le Creuset Dutch oven is on display in the Smithsonian Institute of National Museum of American History in Washington, D.C. as a part of the creation of Chef Julia Child's kitchen. You can see I've just literally read it off of Wikipedia. 98 years old, it's coming up to its centenary, so expect some good stuff coming out soon. Okay, another thing I wanted to talk about is collectors of these items. Now, I read an article the other day of the American collectors, and for some reason Le Creuset goes for a lot more money over there, even with the exchange rate, than it does in this country, which is strange because Le Creuset is such a well-known brand. And I kind of get it. Because like Pyrex, vintage Pyrex and Le Creuset, they are such quality items. It is insane. Like, you could have it for 30, 40 years and it wouldn't break a sweat. It's cast iron, it's enamelled. As long as you look after it, it could last a lifetime and beyond. So I get it. And same with Pyrex. They come in all different shapes and sizes, all different patterns, and they're stunning. They're stunning. And I personally, I would love to have a Le Creuset, like a full Le Creuset set, but I haven't got the space at the moment, but it is a future kind of thing that I'd love to have. It's kind of like on my life bucket list. Colours. That's right, we're going to do colours. And I think the most popular colour that we can all agree on is the orange volcano casserole dish thing. So that colour, that orange, that is the most, I find that's the most common, particularly in the UK. I don't know why. The orange and the green, I feel like, are the most common. So with all of these deep dives, I've got certain parameters. I've got buy it now, pre-owned, UK, and then I go to the toggle for sort and I put the highest first. That's how I work out, because it's basically just my personal parameters in the UK. Pre-owned, we're most likely to find them pre-owned out in the wild, and buy it now is how I sell them. I won't auction them unless I'm desperate. Third blue, there's the orange. Look at this, blue, orange. So you can kind of see a theme, and I haven't really done anything to set the parameters. Oh, there's a brown one, but then I think in third place is like a green, because I think I've spot a lot of green ones about. Oh, I know whose that is. Is that George Ross's? It is! We found him. Orange, green. Yeah, so you've kind of seen the theme. Orange is the most popular and sell-through rate, but blue, I think, is the most sought after. I think a lot of people like the blue ones, with the green coming in like a close third. There's a berry and pink one, which is, I think they're not the rarest, but look, there's one. a casserole dish, a purple and pink. I think they're very niche. I think a lot of people like prefer the traditional colours. However, the more elaborate colours like the purple, pink, the even the white has got a good sell through. But yeah, I think those other colours are more for collectors to put on, because if I had something like that, I'd be scared I might ruin it in a funny sort of way. I'd rather have like a daily use kind of one, like the green. I personally like the green or the blue, but yeah, those ones I'd be like, oh, special occasions maybe, or on display. I'm going to talk about shape and size because that matters, and I think the most important, I think you can just tell by this list already on the first page what goes first. Well, round pans, obviously, particularly in sets. Like, look at that, casserole dishes, the Le Creuset signature casserole dish. Oh, this is the blue that I like, the Marseille blue. Oh, it's gorgeous. So yeah, it's just your traditional round pan. That's all fine and dandy. However, the oval one, that's getting a lot of like, what's it? I suppose like the round one is traditional, plus it's easily storable. The oval one, not so much. It's a bit different, so on a shelf it might be a bit awkward. Look, there's another one, a shallow cast iron kiwi green. But your traditional pots and pans, brilliant. I mean, if you can get one of these wooden stands, that's even better, because then you've got them all kind of nicely put, and you won't chip any of the enamel if you put them inside each other like some people do. Heathens. I do that. You've got like these shallow cast iron casserole dishes, and oh, that blue, that midnight, that Marseille blue one, I love. But I like these three colours, the colour scheme. These are three colour schemes you could match up. Like, I'm a bit of I like uniformity, sure, but I do kind of like mixing things up and doing different colours. But I think those complement each other quite well. Quite a lot of ovals. There's a couple more ovals. Shallow dishes, shallow casserole dishes, and your traditional deep pan ones. Oh, this is a stock pot, and that's a coastal blue. Oh, that's nice, but it's a stock pot, so you can do all of your your stews and everything, and your soups maybe. So this is a very uncommon one. Look at that. That is so unusual. I really like this style. It's like a proper loaf dish as well. It is stoneware, it's not cast iron, but it's just so unusual. Like, you don't see those kind of loaves, and you can do like 2 or 3 at a time. It's yeah, I personally quite like this. eBay, you can get them for quite cheap on eBay, these loaf dishes, and of course you can do all sorts in it as well, but like, I would love to bake bread in them. I think that would be a great kind of like bread maker. Or meatloaf. Yeah, let's do meatloaf. Ooh. So yeah, you do find that the stoneware is cheaper than the cast iron. I'm going to focus on now style and keywords. So you can tell already, pots, pans, casserole, and then the shape and size, all good. I wanted to focus on a couple of other bits. Certain designers as well, that Enzo Mari, who created the La Mama, the Italian kind of like La Mama, dish, and I'll show you it. And this is like a bolo within a bolo. It's quite interesting. There's one. Just literally scroll down to one. So vintage Le Creuset black cast iron Enzo Mari La Mama casserole roasting pan. It's just your average creuset, but it's got more of a domed figure, like a smooth dome figure, whereas you can see like the Le Creuset, they've got like little ridges, haven't they, sometimes? This is just a smooth one, and it's so unassuming, you wouldn't think unless it had like the print underneath. Where is it? There's another one. So this is one that I've been seeing, the black one. There it is. There's another one, £150 La Mama Enzo. So La Mama Enzo, that is definitely one to look out for. £150 for a pan. Yeah, for sure. There it is again. Now this one is more expensive. This La Mama one is £230. However, it's an oval deep dish. Oval deep dish, so it's like that deep, and it's quite chunky. So it's not your regular kind of just normal round casserole dish. This is quite a big boy. This is a big family kind of like dish. So Just a bit of a bolo brand and a bit of a bolo within a bolo. I saw quite a lot of these skillets about in charity shops, and they're just basically pans with like a ridged, so you can do steaks on it, you can do it on the like an open fire one, you can do it on a grill, that kind of thing. You don't need me to tell you what a skillet is, but yeah, it's just interesting. Look at the prices, close to £100 for like one. There's like a small like blue skillet, £80, a black one £75. The square one, so square skillets, who knew? A griddle pan, like a griddle skillet pan. Look at them, 50 cents. I mean, you're looking at probably, depending on the condition, £50 to £100, whereas like one normal pan might be like just 20 quid. So if you see ones at a car boot, say, and they're asking so much money for a pan and the same amount for a skillet, definitely get a skillet, because just looking at the prices, I mean, you're looking at about £50 to £100, which is insane. But yeah, that might bring you more profit. But the sets, as long as you can get a set, that's good. And it's a good segue, because I'm going to talk about sets now, because obviously look at these sets. I mean, they're gorgeous. Let's look at them. Red set there, like full sets. You're looking at £200 to £300. That's amazing. Look, £279 for the red ones, £275 for the white ones, blue ones £270. Yeah, look at those sets. I mean, you're looking at £200 to £300 for a full set. So most people will try and sell these pans for like, say, £20, £30. I've been in charity shops where they've charged way more than that. It's like, they're not new, calm down. So if you buy a set, it works out probably a lot cheaper than what other people are paying for. However, you can get them cheap enough, fabulous. You can try and build up your own set, or try and like build up a bundle. But I tell you, just flipping back to the skillet, if you see a skillet, prioritize that over the pans, because I'm onto the weird kind of things that they sell. A 5-tiered saucepan rack. This goes right in the corner of your kitchen. It's perfect. It's proper like French Italian kind of like kitchen, and you stack them up, and it's just perfect. £289. What? £280? It's just insane. And like, look at that, a cast iron. In fact, look, that's another rack, £250. I mean, it kind of blows your mind a little bit, like what people are willing to pay. Yeah, so this is like a weird and wonderful one. You're looking at like between £70 and £100. They've got like blues and reds and all the different colours of the rainbow. Looks like the blues and the orange ones. I've seen a few orange ones in the past, but look at that. I mean, they're gorgeous. I mean, they are stoneware, some of them, but like, you can get cast iron ones, and they're the ones to look out for. They're very unusual. I suppose why a lot of people don't buy them is because they're just a bit unusual. It's like, where am I going to store them? Well, some people don't have that issue. I can buy whatever they want because they've got huge kitchens. Yes, they do fondue sets. I'm just looking at these. I mean, these are brand new, a lot of them, but look, £60. I suppose the only trouble with these are, you can imagine some of the little fork things that are going to get lost over time. But yeah, that definitely want to be on the lookout for. Okay, another thing I just wanted to quickly go over is kettles, because obviously you can get really good kettles, like the old school kind of kettles. Orange, blues, reds, and you can get metal ones now, and that will just pivot into what we're doing, what I'm going to talk about next, and that's like stoneware and stuff. Now, I actually do have a stoneware Le Creuset jug. I got it from TK Maxx and I got it for cheap. So yeah, in the sale. I guess this is their mass market approach as well. To do stoneware, they can at least do look at that pestle mortar. And you can still do casserole dishes, and they've got jugs. This is one that I saw quite a lot of. The salt pig. Saw quite a lot of that in TK Maxx. A flan dish, pestle mortar. A grey heart mannequin. I saw a pink casserole dish mannequin heart, and I think that was over £100. I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. Salt and pepper things. Yeah, so they're literally branching out into all sorts. I think in comparison to the American market, we're buying them quite cheap. I mean, the listings for some of them are insane, but like the actual sell through, the solds, I mean, look, you're looking at £400. I'm sorry for the American viewers, it is converted, so it's like 400, 500 pound. Oh, that's mad, that's UK. Like for one dish, but the aqua blue, 383. A skillet, 387. Oh my god. 125 for a green one. It looks like the whites and that Marseille blue, quite popular. Oh yeah, and they've got yellows. I forgot they actually had yellows. I had a yellow stone mug. That was really good. Sold that for 15. Yeah, so I feel like the American market, it's quite a lot more than, like, the profits are probably a lot more in the American market. But I think we're quite lucky, like it's quite cheap over here, it doesn't have to go that far. And when I was in Belgium, I actually came across a Creuset shop and I was like, oh. So yeah, luckily it was closed. Yeah, so I know this is a quick overview, this is a quick kind of like deep dive, and I hope you've learned something. I hope you've learned some keywords and stuff to look out for and everything. But yeah, do your own research. You know, eBay is a search engine essentially, but yeah, I hope you've learned something, and yeah, thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and yeah, au revoir.